That's a great one. I know you have a lot to say. We don't have as much time as usual.
I'll say this: no crime, no jurisdiction, no due process. Conflicted judge, Soros prosecutor, Manhattan jury. You know, I'm going to tell you something, Sean. I've spent most of my legal career not as a former federal prosecutor, although I served as a chief of staff to an attorney general. I've spent most of my legal career fighting these people, suing the federal government, the DOJ, the IRS, the Treasury Department, the EPA, suing campaigns, fighting over voting rights laws, and so forth. And one thing I don't think our audience understands, and you need to understand, we have too many lawyers who are risk averse, too many lawyers who will whine and complain. I have spent 40 years sitting down with people who put on legal brass knuckles and take these bastards on in court. I'm at the appellate and Supreme Court level. That's where my focus has been my entire career. So what they need to do now, in my view, is to go up the appellate chain in New York. We need to stop whining about how long that's going to take. Seek any emergency, immediate appeal that you possibly can. That's one lane. And the other lane is to try like hell to get to the Supreme Court. People say, well, they're not going to take it. You know what? If George Patton was said, I don't think I can get to the Battle of the Bulge in time, we would have lost World War II. I am sick and tired of these legal defeatists. We need to stop whining, stop complaining. We know what the hell we're up against. It's not news. It's a fact. We got to fight these people with our smarts. We have to take some risks. We need to push the edge of the envelope. I don't mean in a way that kooks do it. We need to look at Bush versus Gore. Why did the Supreme Court take that case from the Florida Supreme Court? We need to look at things like common law writs, which I know the audience don't understand, but a lot of lawyers do. Not writs of certiorari based on statute, but common law writs based on judicial decisions. We need to give the Supreme Court the opportunity to fix this. Why? We cannot have local acting judges, Soros DAs, 15,000 district attorney's office, God knows how many state judges, destroying our federal election system, influencing how we elect the president of the United States. And if we have a pathway to bring it to the Supreme Court, even though it's rarely used, and by God, we use it, we use every legal quiver that we possibly can muster, rather than sitting around and saying, well, it'll take 3 months. Fine, follow that. Preserve the state appellate system. And as for this idea that I have a faith in the system, what is a judge? He's flesh and blood. He's a person. He's a lawyer who happens to have a robe. If the judge doesn't respect the rule of law, why the hell should I respect the judge? If the prosecutor doesn't respect the rule of law, why the hell should I respect the prosecutor? So far, the judicial system, has let down the American people, and the Supreme Court needs to step up. This is a federal matter, a presidential matter, and it's going to get worse before it gets better.
It's a great book. We need to dust it off. Men in Black. You wrote it. Great one, Mark Levin. Thank you.